Hello Bad Publicity fans, it is Mark here from Ice Hedge Fund once again with the Decklist of the Week playthrough. It's Jarvis 2.0 from Code Marvelous, which after the most recent Most Wanted list update and FAQ erratas and all that, may be the best or most viable fast advance option left to us. You're still keeping some 3.2s like Accelerated Beta Test and Project Vitruvius. Combine that with Biotic Labour and you can get them out of hand very quickly and efficiently, but where this deck really shines is with Jeeves. So you can play a couple of operations, get your extra click and be able to fast advance 3-2 or even 4-2 sometimes from hand. And then you've got global food if you need to finish it out that way. But you do have to watch out for clot. Now, who knows with the most recent NBN hits, maybe we'll see fewer people running clot. It's still a good idea to have it, but if they do, you still have cyberdecks, and there are a variety of ways laid out in this deck list for how to get around clot or how to finish out a game with the combination of operations that you have in hand. So let's see how we can get on with this today. Alrighty, so we have found ourselves a game up against Hayley today, so that could be challenging because Hayley can pack the clot and can clot lock you pretty well. We have some economy, we have Jeeves, and we have Magnet, which Code Marvelous recommends as a great piece of solid ice. It is, good to res or rather cheap to res and decent strength. Plus, it deals with any pesky parasites that might be going around. So I think we leave HQ open here, but get Jeeves out and let's defend R&D just in case. So we can make them spend some money here at the very least. We have efficiency committee already, so now we need the operations around it just to be able to get that out nice and early. And sure enough, here's the replicator madness that's going to happen. So if you haven't seen this deck, it throws out replicator and bazaar, and then it can install infinite spy cameras, clone chips, and I think it relies on like sharpshooter and panchatantra as well, so it could be challenging. It can also make quite a lot of money if they find their technical writers early, so that could be an issue. Okay, they missed their 1 in 3 shot there. And they don't have the money to get Jeeves. Ooh. So now I think we may have to ignore using Jeeves and just get Jackson down instead. So unfortunately gives them a card. We need to find some extra ice. Turing, not really the piece of ice we wanted. We could draw 2 more and get rid of these. Let's put that in front of HQ. So at least we have another Jackson in hand. We can get back our other Jackson, let them trash it for some money. We need to find our operations ASAP. So unfortunately, no piece of ice becomes good against this deck because of the whole giving it the tracer subtype and getting through it that way. So if they want to destroy Jeeves, they'll have to come back for a second pass, which is okay, and it slowly gives us more and more cards that we will be shuffling back. And as for us, our plan will be to draw up some more, try and tidy up our hand a little bit, and try to get our operations. There's a sack construct. So you can see them building towards that that clot lock that will keep us out of this game. Alright, let's draw 2. Ash is pretty good. It may come to the fact that we have to use Ash as well. So let's throw this down at server 1 and server 1 as well. So they'll want to get rid of the Jackson ASAP so that they can use the spy camera. But before they do that, they'll be looking for tech traders as well. Or not. Maybe they'll just have a look. If you are going to use this Hayley build, and there is a Jackson on the board, if you do trash it, make sure you wait until everything is shuffled back in before you use the spy camera. There can be some issues with timing, and you can end up seeing what was on the top of the deck and not getting the goodness out of it. So thankfully they're struggling to get their setup going at the moment. But in a way, so are we. Sports Hopper will help. Okay, there's Techno Rider. They're slowly finding their pieces. And we need to get ourselves some operations. Not quite the operation we had in mind. Nor any of these. I think we just keep drawing. Wow. Alright, so let's keep... I don't even know. We can get rid of you. It'd be good to keep an efficiency committee, I think. But then again, it is the harder one to score. It's a tough call. So we have Jeeves nice and protected. Hopefully it stays alive. And we'll get rid of... Each is a tracer by default, and it depends a lot on sharpshooters. So I think we bin it for the moment. And we'll get back 2 agendas and maybe Jeeves, just in case they do go for it. If we can draw into a biotic, we can get beta test out of hand nice and early. You just have to watch out for any Hayley shenanigans. Self-modifying code, but they're too poor at the moment to be able to clot us. If they take the tech writer, then we're in a rougher spot. But it would be very early to pop it. Usually people get quite greedy, go for 15 credits on it or so. Because you're going to have loads of spy cameras, loads of clone chips, and unfortunately we do have to shuffle. And let's take back... I suppose more ice is never a bad thing. So if we do draw a biotic here, we can still make it safe. And we have plenty of money for it, because we'll have done the advance 3 times, we can gain a click, and pop down Jackson if needs be. Political operative being thrown out. Well, I suppose you don't need it for Caprice, but it's nice to hit Jackson. Oh baby, here we go. So they do not have enough money. So we can biotic. Let's install in a new remote, which gets them a card. Let's advance, advance, and advance, which then gains us a click. Probably should have gone for efficiency committee, but I got greedy. So let's score this. We'll fire it. That's alright. And now what do we want to do? Code breaker, I cannot remember what it runs. So either way, we're going to be putting 2 code gates out somewhere. So let's put this on R&D. Put this on server 1. And we lose a hedge fund, unfortunately. But now we can just gain a credit. So whether you go biotic or efficiency committee here depends on how confident you are keeping Jeeves. Efficiency committee does mean that you're less dependent on him because of course you're using shipment from Sansan, leaves you advancing cards in other ways. But I did want to get some ice out nice and early so that we can stop the madness over here. Now hopefully we can waste a click with them checking archives. And they're still not finding their bazaar, which is great news for us. There you go. So we can still get out an agenda without the clot hit. They're leaving themselves just poor enough. But it's basically because we're putting on pressure now. We have an agenda scored, managed to get some ice resed. It means they're in a bit more trouble. And they're going to be binning some stuff here. If clot goes in the bin, then it becomes an issue. Or a program that's free to install. Zoo is fine. Ooh, getting rid of the spy camera. Yeah, you never want to get rid of spy camera really, because it's tech writer money. And it's knowledge if nothing else. Because unlike traditional shapers, you don't really have as much R&D pressure. So Cyberdex is useful to have. I think I'll install it. So again, this is a Jackson I'm okay with sacrificing because I have one in hand. Lateral growth is great. If we can combine it with another operation, we'll get ourselves that extra click. Ah, here we go. Tech Trader and Bazaar down. And now the fun begins. So you'll see all the spy cameras that they can come out, or can get out. But they've already used 3. So I think they're in a rough spot. And once again, this is pretty perfect. So we can get this installed, we can biotic, and we can score it out. Gaining money all the time. So we could just biotic, install events, get money, or get the extra click, and that may be the way to go. Just because it saves us an operation. And they can't do any funny business. Biotic install, advance 3 times, gain a click, and advance 1 more. And now it gives us a bit more freedom to close out the game. It gives us a few more revenues with global food, and it means we are less dependent on Jeeves. Because even if he gets trashed now, we still have extra click gaining mechanics, which is fantastic. So they're going to levy soon, but they're going to have to click up for credits. That's a really tough spot. It does mean their second pass is going to be quite efficient. Using extra spy cameras, get down all their tech traders, and so on. So another Jeeves, not that useful. Let's draw 2. That's not bad to have. We can't use it just yet, really, because we're installing advance only. We need another operation to go with it. This server is probably fine. Maybe just money up. Put out Jeeves and put out Vikram, because it gets covered by pretty much everything that they run. Depends on if this version is running Deus Ex or not. I think Eli will be better all round. We don't want to spend 6 and have them get through it really, really easily. So spy camera got popped with Jackson on board. I think they're just desperate for knowledge and money. Maybe they'll do the bluff and double bluff of spy camera, see nothing useful, run, and hope that we pop, and then hope for the best, really. Another tech trader come down. So when they start burning through things, of course, yeah, for the second pass with Levy, it's good to have these in the bin as well. They started well dirty laundries, then everything kind of fell to pieces for them, and yeah, unfortunately, they just couldn't get running, couldn't get going, and in the end we managed to close it out. Probably wasn't the right showcase for this deck. We did get to do some of the things that it wants to do. Jeeves, when it had to fire, it worked well. But in truth, we weren't under that much pressure, just because everything came out in the wrong order for them. This deck can be incredibly powerful and oppressive, but as you saw, if Technical Rider doesn't come down early, your economy is pretty much hosed. Tech Trader is quite dependent as well, and then you have to get your bits and pieces in the right order. But I hope you enjoyed. I would definitely recommend taking Jarvis 2.0 out for a spin, especially in light of the most recent Most Wanted list and FAQ releases from FFG. It is a lot of fun. Our shipments were hiding, unfortunately, but it is worth giving it a whirl, if only to gain knowledge about it, because expect to see it quite a lot with NBN kind of fading out a little bit. But thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please come on over to Ice Hedge Fund for more Jinteki.net games.